Hello everybody and welcome to this week's video. It is all about brightening. I feel like brightening is a topic that can be a little bit confusing for many of you. So today we're going to tackle the why we brighten, where we brighten, and should you be brightening, because it may not be for you. So stay tuned and please subscribe to my channel. Why do we use brightener anyway? So brightening is just all part of the 3D foundation look that Seint is known for. So with three-dimensional, we want to bring some things forward with lightness and brightness, and some things we want them to recede with darkness, creating shadows. So I already have on my contour to create the shadows on my face, but I'm going to use brightness to kind of draw attention more to the middle of my face. This is what I call the middle of my face. The contour is kind of outlined on the outside of my face to make my cheekbones kind of recede, the jawline sharpen up, bring some dimension to the forehead and the nose. So now we're going to brighten. I am using the shade Aura for brightening, and I am using the blend brush. One thing I want to mention, brightening, because it's drawing more attention to it and it's the lightest shade that you have, can draw attention to texture. So this is why we say we don't want you brightening all the way in this area, like this whole section, if you have texture there that you do not like. So if you have fine lines, if you have that kind of milia, those little bumpy, under eye pieces, you don't want to put a color that's too light on there because it's just going to draw attention to it. So finding the right brightening shade is kind of key. You want it to brighten, but you don't want it to highlight things that you are not comfortable with. For me, this area of my forehead is always dry. I don't know why, but it's always dry. So for me, sometimes I can't brighten right in here because it just kind of breaks apart and really shows the texture of the dry skin that I have going on there. I also feel like brightening is a matter of taste. Some people want to use a brightening shade that's very, very light compared to their main shade in their contour because they want that dramatic contradictions in their face, not contradictions, contrasting shades in their face. Other people want it to be a lot more subtle. So, and if you have mature skin and you're feeling like this isn't working for you, then don't brighten. You don't have to. But what I do want to make sure everybody understands is that brightening is not your concealer. I hope that makes sense. It is not your concealer. It is your lightest shade, but it's not here to conceal for you. So I'm going to show you how I apply mine. I just tap in with this small end into my brightening shade. And I'm going to do it like that. I like to brighten right here under this bag of my eye, okay? Because I want to pull that more forward. Sorry, just move my camera. I want that to come more forward so that it matches, like the bag under my eye sits up high. So if I put some brightening under it, it gives the illusion that it's coming forward. So then that area looks like it's matched up. Does that make sense? So I like to brighten right in here. Can also brighten here along the sides of your nose on the side of your contour. It will just kind of sharpen up that contour look. Okay, brighten right in here. However you like. You can brighten on your chin. Just right, usually I do almost like a little triangle here. I'm going to squeeze this and I'm going to get, sorry, I want to make sure you can see, but I also want to make sure I can see. Right down my nose, like that. Okay, and then I'm going to brighten right in here because my skin is not too dry today. Okay, so you can continue to use this brush to blend that out, or I often use my regular brush that I applied my foundation with, and I just press it in because then you have some of the remnants left from your main shade on there, and you can just use that to press in. Today I'm just going to use this guy And I'm just gonna lightly buff it in. I did not go too heavy with this, so I don't feel like I have to blend it too much. I like to really just use my finger on my nose contour. And if you have shadow on, you can also take the tiniest tap of this, and you can do that to lift the eye. Love to do that. Also, if you find that your main shade is maybe a little darker than you want right now, because it's not matching your neck anymore, because we're getting sun, we're losing sun, all the things. You can also take your brightening shade and you can run it along here, and it'll just help you get back to matching. I'm actually probably too pale to be doing this, but I'm just trying to show you. It also, do you see that? Can be used to sharpen up that contour edge if you got a little sloppy with that. So I love that. That is Brightening 101. I hope that clarifies why we brighten, how we brighten, and where to brighten. If you have any other questions, you know where to reach me. If you would like a color match from Seint, please follow the link down below. I would love to be your Seint artist and help you navigate some amazing, quick, natural looking makeup.